deliver lectures. One is Lectopia recording and other one is using PowerPoint and audio. The second topic of the learning environment is about tutorials and how you engage in tutorials as a distance learner. Now this is an important aspect of your learning facilitation because you learn to solve the problems that is given in your assignments through this process. We use discussion forums to deliver our tutorials for distance learners, and a discussion forum will be organized with tutorial activities probably on a weekly basis, or some lecturers may group a couple of week activities together in one tutorial thread. Now let's look at the first thread here, week 1 tutorials, estimators context. And once you go in there, you will see a trigger put here. You click on the trigger and you open the trigger to see what is the tutorial activity for that week. And this tutorial activity looks at how an estimator's role assists in with clients, choice of a good procurement, and also contractors in terms of winning good tenders. So you read the trigger and respond to the trigger by clicking the reply button, and you put your answer in a text format here, or you can upload it with a file through attaching it this link. If you are a high-end computer user, some of some of you may be, you can use inbuilt multimedia functions into your response, like a flash or an audio or a normal image attachment. Okay, so in a summarized way, every week there could be a tutorial activity set by the your lecturer or a tutor, and then it'll be uploaded into the Blackboard forum, and you read the tutorial trigger and respond it through the discussion board. Okay, but the important aspect is this is the forum that assists you to answer your assignments. Okay. Now the third aspect of your learning environment facilitation is finding extra resources. Some lecturers use the Short Loans Online facility to deliver you with reading materials. For example, this lecturer in ARB 2304 has selected some reading material from book chapters, books, and other articles, and asked the library to scan them and upload them to this site, so that when the relevant lecturer's relevant article is required for a particular tutorial or an lecture, you can go and download it here through the library website. So you'll have a library access PIN number and your card number to access the Short Loans Online material. Some lecturers may also guide you with the a document that will say which resource in the Short Loans Online or provided to you through other forums will be relevant to each week of learning. Okay, so you can download it in a timely manner to support your learning. Okay. However, the other option lecturers use is to go into weekly lecture structure, and they upload the materials within the Blackboard forum. Okay. Generally, they do that for publicly available websites or any document that is publicly available, which doesn't have a lot of copyright restrictions. Now here, Workplace Gov is linked here, so when you click here, it takes you to the that website, and you can download the code of tendering, which is again available on the website, so that you click here to download that reading resource. Therefore, to summarize the resources facilitating your learning, lecturers can give you reading material through Short Loans Online, or they can upload it to the Blackboard. Okay. However, one of the very important aspect is that you can't rely totally on the lecturer to give you all the reading materials. That is not a trait of problem-based learning and lifelong learning. So you are inherently expected in every course to search your own material, find your own material to support your claims in the assignment. That builds up your ability to become a lifelong learner, and you train you as a good problem solver. Okay. This brings to us to the last aspect, fourth and the last aspect of the learning environment. How do I create a learning community and interact with fellow students? Okay. This is one of the most important activities in learning facilitation, because you don't have a classroom, or you don't see your peers and friends in a classroom. You are learning in a virtual environment, and you need to create a sense of community who support each other in resolving your problems, learning problems, and facilitating your learning. Now, lecturers tend to put additional discussion forums or threads of discussion forums for you to engage in your own discussion. Now, here I've put student general discussion forum. Not anyone has participated in it, but then you put specific question to the course coordinator in this forum, and then I will come in and answer. But the interesting point is that here that a lot of learning communities develop through discussing in solving problems arising from assignments activities. Okay. Now, if you look at here, a student would say, I don't know where to find a specification, and put a question there, and then I'll go and say this is where you find. But in other cases, that you put a question, and others will come and answer the question in a way to support your learning. Now, if you look at here, one person has asked, how do I find the percentage for overheads? And if you look at here, the number of people have contributed to the discussion, and I will go in occasionally and say, good guys, you have thought about all these things, but have you thought about this angle? And that helps them to generate further discussion. So the assignments tend to bring in a number of people together to solve the problems, and you can't expect the lecturer to answer all the questions in relation to your learning, because that really doesn't help you to analyze the problem in a multiple perspective with your colleagues and your friends. Okay, to summarize, that learning facilitation has four aspects. The first one is the resources. First one is the lecture material, which is audio, video of the on-campus lectures. Second is the tutorial activities. The third one is the learning resources and short loans online, and the final aspect is the learning community and your discussion with your peers and colleagues. Okay. It's very important that you keep in touch with the Blackboard learning facilitation very regularly to avoid frustration, that in the last minute you prepare for assignments and you get lost in the process. Okay, so listen to the lectures and then join in the tutorials and find the additional resources yourself or provided by the lecturers. Speak to your fellow friends, and start doing your assignments well ahead the deadline. Okay. The third video looks into the assessment process and how we provide feedback to you. And I hope this second video on learning facilitation provided you with adequate information for you to start your degree with us. Thank you.